Hello, my name is Bonnie, and I'm filming from London, and this is my intro video for the Flosstube community. Excuse my voice, I'm feeling a little bit shy, so I can't really force myself to speak louder. Don't know why. Normally I have no problem with talking really loudly. Basically I literally started cross stitching less than a month ago. On Thursdays at lunchtime, myself and a few colleagues at work would go into the staff room and just do some stitching. I would knit or crochet, and I've got a few other knitting colleagues, and there was one particular colleague who would be stitching. She was stitching a baby sampler for her daughter's child to be. Baby's going to be born in about 3 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. So she was doing this sampler of Dumbo, the Disney elephant, and I thought it was something really exciting to learn. So literally, the next day I went into Tesco, and I just happened to see this little bookmark for a cross stitch for 18 count Ada, and it was really amazing. It was so small. I thought it was a perfect beginner project. And literally the 19th of March I put my first ever cross stitch into a piece of Ada. I don't know if you can see it, but it is tiny, and it took me about a week to completely finish. Can you see that? Called Stripy Socks, perfect, and what it needs is a bit of back stitching all the way around. Even the lines in the socks need back stitching, and in the shoes and the eyes, and I don't know why, but to do that didn't bother me at all. I was spot on perfect, but the back stitching, it just seemed like the most intimidating thing I could ever think of when doing some sewing. I mean, I don't know why, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of work. And what it's supposed to look like is that it's bang on the door, and it's a DMC kit, very small, and it's it's a bookmark kit. 16 count Ada band, got its own branded cotton in there, and a sewing label, which is not very easy looking to sew, to be honest. Looks like a bit of paper, and I've got to sew that in. Can you see? Can you see that? There you go. I have to sew that on at the end. Yeah, so there it is. That's what it's supposed to look like. All that back stitching, not very keen on doing that, but I will get it finished. So that's my first piece of my first ever cross stitch kit that I started this year, about a month ago. And what I plan to do, because the back is quite messy, not too bad, but it's quite messy, so what I plan to do is maybe stitch on some, I don't know, a little bit of fabric on the back just to hide it, and then I'm going to give it to my little daughter maybe, or even somebody who likes to read. But I think my daughter would like that, because my eldest, she's 4, because that would help her to maybe get engaged in the whole idea of reading a book. I mean, she can't read yet, but this might encourage her to pick up a book a bit more often. So that's my first one. My second kit, which I enjoy the most, it is a whip as well. That was my first whip. Not yet finished, but it will be when I can be bothered to do the back stitching. But my second kit is this. It is an anchor kit. It had all the threads in there as well, and it's called Little Tiger Cub. It is so cute. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? So adorable. And my plan is, if I can get this right, my plan is to, once this is finished, find some free charts regarding the alphabet or something, and chart out my daughter's name. My youngest one, she's just over 1.5 years. She'll be 2 in July. So what I would like to do is put her name there, and maybe her date of birth, or maybe her name and I love you, or something that personalises this for her, and then I will frame it and put it in her room when she gets her own room, that is. And here it is in its work in progress state. Can you see it? Quite nice, isn't it? It's really good. There was a point earlier on this afternoon where I started messing up a little bit, because I got a little bit confused with all those 3/4 stitches. I hate those stitches. They are a pain in the bum. I really don't like them. If I could have just made that a complete cross, I would have done, but it probably wouldn't have looked nice if I did that, so I didn't. And but Yara won't notice I made a mistake. She won't notice. I don't see why I should care. But it looks okay. Yeah, it looks alright. Can you notice? Can you see? Good. I don't think you can, so that's fine. And this little needle minder, that is so cute. Just love it. I will be buying some more just because they are adorable, and I love them. And it holds my scissors from an emergency sewing kit. They're totally rubbish, but they cut. They cut, so that's fine. The next one is also a current whip, sort of, but it's kind of been put on the back burner because this is, it's 25 count, right? I think I bit a bit more off than I can chew, but I'm always one of those that will go for the hardest ones rather than the beginning. Easy stuff is so boring, so I always have to go with something that's a bit more challenging. Now this kit is from Gecko Rouge. Do you know Gecko Rouge? It's geckorouge.com, www.geckorouge.com. I believe it is some sort of Etsy shop. I'm not entirely sure, but I seem to notice. I think Nordy. I think her name is Nordy. She's on a YouTube channel. She's currently doing an octopus of some kind with it. The octopus is amazing. So when she mentioned that and that octopus, I was like, well, I've got to go over to Gecko Rouge. And of course, I saw that I was just in time for a stitch along. Of course, what more do I want than a community of people to learn from as well. So there was a choice of several kits. I think there was 7: a lamb, a bunny, a fawn, a frog, a red panda, a fox, and a Sally squirrel. So my daughter chose the squirrel, so this is it. Can you see that well? Is that good? And you get a choice of doing it on 3 different types of fabric. A 14 count Ada, 18 count Ada, or 25 count Ada. And of course the 25 count Ada was the cheapest option, so I'm always going to go for the cheapest option if I can as well, because you know, money don't grow on trees. So I did that, but what I didn't know, being a complete beginner, I didn't know that it would be like pulling blood out of a stone when it comes to getting that needle through confetti areas. The leaf had almost every single colour of the kit in there just for 1 or 2 stitches. It was so annoying. It's so thick. Can you see that? It doesn't bend. Oh my god. To get that needle through there. So I was doing two strands. Now I know that I should have done 1 strand. And somebody on the Gecko Rouge Stitch Along group on Facebook suggested I should just start again, and she has very kindly offered to send me her 25 count fabric, which she's not using because she's using a different count for her kit. So she said she's going to put that in the post this weekend, and hopefully next week I can start from scratch with 1 strand over 1. I don't quite get what that means. Yeah, I get it in my head, I just don't know how to say it. Yeah, but and I did mess up a lot, and I even started to just like, oh screw it, nobody will know it if I just stick a few more of this colour in there instead of getting a whole new colour just for 1 stitch. So I kind of fucked it a bit as well, but this is what I've done. Did I show that to you already? I can't remember. Can you see that? Can you see it? I can't see. I really can't see. Oh, there you go. Is that better? Yeah. So I really want to continue doing this, even though I know it will be futile. It will be completely crazy to continue doing this, and I'd be wasting all the thread that I could be using when new fabric comes through. So I've literally just taken this off the little Q-snap and folded it up, and away it goes into my gigantic envelope, which holds everything, including the thread for it, which is just, I love the way they give it to you. They even put a little bow on there, isn't that cute? Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. So that's all the whips I've got going on. Oh, the 25 count was so small, I had to actually buy myself a magnifying thing with a light. Oh, how bright is that? This is amazing. It is so cool. I have to do everything in my power to keep Anya away from it. Oh, sorry about that. My daughter, she woke up in the middle of the night needing my help. So she's sorted. And back to what I was saying. I can't even remember what I was saying. Yeah, so I've showed all my whips now. And now I've got 2 other pieces which is in my stash. Oh yeah, I was talking about this amazing thing, wasn't I? This is so cool. It's even got this base which you can stick something metal and it just sits there. So cool, I love it. I really like this, and it really does work. I was showing my friend at work and she was like, whoa, she commandeered it for about an hour. So that is just amazing. Right, now next thing's next. Right, do you know the cup I showed you for my youngest, this one? Well, but if you do one for one child, you've got to do one for the other, right? You can't do one for one and not the other. So, my 4-year-old, she absolutely adores penguins, completely and utterly loves them. So, of course, I just had to do the baby penguin, didn't I? There's just no way of getting around it. Isn't that just cute? I love it. Adorable. Yep, so that will be done. As soon as I finish the cub, that will get started. And then I'll foam them both together, and then they'll both go in their room, because their room will be the same room together, only they both sleep in my bed. There's no stopping them from doing that. And my husband has a cousin who is going to be getting married in September. I'm pretty sure it's safe to think that he won't be looking at this Flosstube thing. I don't think cross-stitching is his thing, but let's hope he doesn't look at this video, right? So I bought this off of soandso.co.uk. Yes, I believe so. I'll put a link to that website as well as the website for the Gecko Rouge, because, you know, check them out, it's amazing. Yeah, so they're going to be getting married in September. I don't know if this is something that I can do in time for then. Their wedding day is on the 5th of September, so that gives me 5 months to complete. Now, when I ordered this off the website, I had no idea that it would have metallics and beading in there. So I've literally just got myself something that I'm not even sure I could even start. But you know me, well, you know, I will, you know, I love a challenge. So yeah, so we've got a little bit of don't look at the a little bit of metallic in there, and some beading. Oh, did the beading disappear? And some beads. They are so tiny. Have you seen these sausage fingers? I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to deal with that. But this, thankfully, is on 14 count Ada. 14 count Zegot Ada. So hopefully that will be a blessing and will help me to do this. And then what I plan to do is put their names here, and then underneath the wedding date, and I'm sure they will know that that particular date is their wedding day. I don't want to write down wedding or anything like that, just his name, her name, and the wedding date. I think she's gonna love it more than he will. I don't care. And then I'll put it on some mount, which is I'm hoping is going to be a heart-shaped mount with a frame. Or in my head, it's going to look stunning. It really will look stunning. So yeah, that's all my whips, my stash, and the tools of the trade. And I'm sure I've introduced myself. Oh yeah, there is one thing which I'm going to show you, because on this Facebook page, Cross Stitch It's Fun, I think Miss Mel is on there, and Gothella, and I recognise so many people from there, which I've seen on YouTube. So so if I haven't mentioned you, I'm really sorry, but I've seen them on there, and they were and on their events list or their calendar, they have this wonderful list of sales that they're going to do for 2015, and I have decided that if I have a bit of time, I would like to do the butterfly sale, which I believe starts in May. Now I'm not entirely sure, I might have to correct myself later on, but anyway, they're going to be doing this butterfly sale, this stitch along, and I think I've spent a bit too much money on shots and kits already. So what I've decided to do is look at Pinterest, and I found a beautiful chart. Now I don't know if this is another one of those bite more than I can chew kind of situations, but it is so pretty. I don't know if it will show up. Here it is. Can you see that? Is that like gorgeous or what? Now it only uses 30 colours, which is probably more colours than I've ever used so far. So, but what I'm thinking of doing, I'm thinking of doing it on a 18 count Zeta. Sorry, 18 count Ada with silver flecks in it, which I've seen in soandso.co.uk. Now it looks absolutely amazing in the picture, so I'm hoping that once I've stitched it all up, it's going to look beautiful. I'm hoping. I better stitch it all up because that's what I want. I want it to stitch up, and I don't want to be wasting money, do you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's what I want to do for my butterfly stitch along. And then there is another time, can you see that? Now if you want to know the actual website you can get it from, I think it is www.stitch-pattern.net. I'll put a link up there as well for you so that you can have a look. There are loads of free cross stitch in there, free cross stitch patterns in there, and also there is one Heaven and Earth pattern which I'm thinking of, but I'm going to leave that maybe for 2016. But I think it would be beautiful. It's called Sister Moon, and I'm definitely going to do a mini to start off with. I'm not crazy enough to go for the really large ones. No, too scary. It's so pretty. I got it off Google. I don't know if I can show it to you now. It's really gorgeous. Let's have a look. Sister Moon. Dear, here we are. Sister Moon images. Let's see if I can find it in. Here it is. Spot on. Absolutely lovely. This is, I don't know, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Can you see that? It is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see. Oh. That is gorgeous. And I'm not being funny, but if I can cross stitch stars, which is definitely there are stars in this, if I can cross stitch some stars, oh, that's going to be so amazing. And up on my wall, so everybody who comes around my house has a look at that and go, wow! Yeah, that's totally what I wanted it. What I want it for. Amazement. Yeah, well, I think that's it. And I have to sign off now. Otherwise, I'll just ramble on for ages, just rambling, and I might wake up some children. Don't want them waking up. Oh, my phone. Making lots of noise. So, well, it's nice to see you, and hopefully I didn't make a complete fool out of myself on my very first ever filming. And yeah, like if you like it, and but please feel free to subscribe if you want. And if I haven't subscribed to you, I don't know if you can find that out. But if I haven't subscribed to you, please let me know, and I'll subscribe to you, to your channel, and have a great time stitching. And I'll see you again soon with maybe some progress videos, which is something I do quite a lot. I do progress videos. I do progress photos a lot. I might start to do that on Instagram, or I got a blogger account which just sits around doing nothing, so I might maybe start using the blog to progress my to do my progress photos on. if I can. I don't know, I'm not very good at sticking to things. I'll start things and then it gets too much like complicated, and then before I know it I've totally like stopped posting. But hopefully videos is easier to post and it's easier to speak it out, so hopefully I can do that. Anyway, see you later. Have a good time stitching and hope to see all your videos coming out soon. Bye.